Hello dear tea friends from around the world, welcome to a new tea class with me, Stéphane Erler. I'm the founder of the Tea Masters blog and the TeaMastersTea.com tea boutique. You see, we are here doing another tea class. It's very festive, we have nice flowers, we have a Christmas chabu with very colorful Christmas trees, Christmas decoration, even a little candle for the first Sunday of the Advent season, and we are going to make some tea and discuss about tea pairing, a tea pairing that is also very seasonal, because I want to tell you what is a good tea to pair with poultry. If you are in the US, you just had Thanksgiving, maybe you still have some leftovers of your turkey that you want to eat today, and you are wondering, what can I eat with poultry, with this turkey? And my tea will do two things, because poultry in general is a very good meat for a diet, because it's full of protein and very little fat. It's also quite affordable. So when we want to shop for healthy meat that brings you a lot of protein, poultry, and especially chicken, is a very good choice. Chicken breasts. Sometimes chicken breasts are a bit dull. They don't have so much taste. So having a tea to pair it with is one way to enjoy it much more and make the chicken breast become more fun to eat. And like this, being on a diet of chicken breast is much less a problem. Actually, it's a joy, because you get to drink good tea with it, and a tea that makes your chicken breast taste even better. And also poultry is a very seasonal kind of meat now. We can think also of duck, turkey, goose, during the festivities of Christmas, before Christmas and after. In winter, a good chicken, maybe in a soup or in the oven, is really a very delicious meal. Sometimes it can be a bit heavy, especially if there's good gravy. Mashed potatoes, pumpkin pie. So these very heavy dishes or very heavy gravies that come with the poultry. So here the tea does something very nice. It helps you digest. It makes everything lighter. It's not like wine or a juice that will add even more sugar or alcohol to your intake. With tea, you only have water and the light flavors of tea. And maybe you have already recognized the tea that I'm holding here. That will be the top choice for me for poultry. It is High Mountain Oolong, and specifically from the Lishan area. So Darjeeling, Fushoshan and Lishan are all three very good choices. Now, especially for festive poultry during the Christmas season, Thanksgiving, Christmas season, you really should go up to Lishan to get the best out of your tea and best pairing with the poultry. Maybe during the year, if you want a tea to go with your chicken breast, then you don't need to go to Lishan. Maybe here Shalinshi or Alishan will suffice. But otherwise, I would really recommend, like today, I'm using Fushoshan as a tea pairing. Now it's I already had my dinner. Now it's we are closer to it's 10 p.m. So I'm not going to pair the tea with the actually I made some duck recipe recently for Thanksgiving here in Taiwan. One second. So I'll probably eat these leftovers because I was not able to finish everything on the day I cooked it. But yeah, it's called a Backofen. It's an Alsatian recipe. In the traditional recipe, it mixes beef, pork, and the lamb. This symbolizes the harmonious coexistence of Catholics, Protestants, and Jews in Alsace. These three meats, each meat representing one religion, but it's also possible to make it simply with duck. It's faster because then the meat does not need to be marinated in the wine. You can simply pour the wine to the duck at the last minute and it will cook well. The duck will absorb the smell and the aromas of the Riesling, and it's a quite delicious meal that is also traditionally a winter recipe in Alsace called Backofen. And for this Backofen that I had Thursday, I brewed this Fushoshan, and it went really very well. Great tea pairing. The lighter notes of the Fushoshan did very well with the white meat of my duck. So this is really a tea pairing I recommend. Et voilà. So it goes, you can try it with all kinds of poultry, chicken, goose, duck, turkey, and you shall see. The degree of concentration of your tea will always depend on also how strong your meat is. If you bake it, it's going to be more intense. Also, if you have a more strong gravy, you might want to make your tea a bit stronger. But if you cook it maybe in wine simply, it won't be that intense. So, the breast part is a bit lighter. So it's really up to you to find the right balance between the tea and the meat. But since High Mountain Oolong is brewed light, there's also not so many possibilities to make it so much stronger, and you should not make it too strong. So this is really the one pairing where tea and meat are easy to pair. Very often we have the problem that the aromas of the dish are too intense, and tea is so much lighter because it's mostly water, and so very often tea has problem to be at the same level of intensity as the meat. But with this poultry, this is much easier. White meat is easier to pair because it's lighter in intensity. We saw the same thing 1 month ago when we did the last pairing. Remember, we paired fish with tea, but it was not this tea. I don't know if you remember. It was raw, young, puer that goes very well with fish. Here again, the light texture of fish is something that made it possible to pair it with tea that has lighter aromas. Otherwise, For darker meats, you will have to go to something darker, like much darker roasted oolongs. And then it's a bit more complicated. But here, perfect. So I give you this trick. I hope that you will try it. It should make your meal even better, especially if you are driving, or if you know somebody who's driving, then you can propose to make high mountain oolong as an alternative to wine. He does not have to be sitting alone and sad because everybody's having a good time with wine and he can only drink water. No, he can now drink high mountain oolong and feel just as happy, because high mountain oolong and poultry will go so well together. Thank you very much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this little class and my setup and my teas. And I will see you next week for another class about the sampler we have that we are discussing every 2 weeks, the Taiwan oolongs. Yeah, this is also the last week you can place your orders. There are lots of promotions and sales on my website, TeaMastersTea.com, before the Christmas time arrives, because if you place your order still this early this week, it will arrive with airmail. Otherwise, if you want to postpone your purchase until next week, then you will have to place it with EMS if you want it to arrive before Christmas. Otherwise, well, be patient and it will arrive after Christmas. Thank you very much. Let me see if there are any questions so far or any comments. Hello, Terry. Thank you. You saw the lovely flowers. The sound is... sounds like turducken that we find in the US. Turkey, duck and chicken rolled together. Oh. So actually it's not turkey, it is beef that we use. Beef, lamb and pork. Yeah. Okay. But of course, if you put pork, then the Jewish community cannot eat. But the idea is there. It's it's in the idea. The symbol is there. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you enjoyed my setup with these very fresh yellow flowers, and so I will check what is turducken. Did not know that. Thank you very much for sharing this, Terry, and have still a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend and a good Advent Zeit. Tschüss.